running into you here in my car. Have I made that joke before? Probably. It's when I think to vlog the most when I'm sitting in the car. Anyway, I'm starting this weekly vlog on Thursday evening because why wouldn't I? Anyway, I've been sick all week and then Ed's homesick now. It's just a whole mess. But it's still a good week, you know. Lots of fun things happening this weekend that I want to share with you guys. So let's get on into this vlog. I don't know if you can hear that. But every hour on the hour, the clock tower in town plays Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Hi there guys, it's Friday morning. I've come now to sit and film the book talk for American Dirt. I haven't filmed it yet. I'm a little scared too. I know there's so much you can hear Trixie running and jumping. There's so much controversy surrounding this novel right now that I don't even really know where to begin, but we're going to get into it. By now, by the time you're seeing this, the book talk's already up, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Look at this lip color. This is from, let me show you, Rimmel London. It's their Stay Matte Liquid Lipstick. It's in the shade Firestarter. Now, I go back and forth on how I feel about liquid lips, because honestly, they're so drying sometimes, I find, and I don't mind having to reapply. You know, I like a good bullet lipstick, just the regular ones, but sometimes you want to just put it on and forget about it and not have to reapply, which is where liquid lipsticks do come in handy. Like this one, you have to put a little bit of effort into getting it off, and it passes the test. My big test, and I've seen other people talk about this too, it's not something I came up with, but a big test for me is if I'm constantly touching my face all the time. So if I forget I'm wearing lipstick and I touch my mouth or anything like that, I can end up with lipstick all over my face. That has happened. But this one, I can touch it, I can smear it, I can do whatever, and it doesn't move. So that is helpful, especially if you have like an event or something you're going to, which we do on Saturday. We're going to a fundraiser event called Heartstrings and Roses here in town, which I'm very excited about. We go every year for a few years now, I think 4 or 5 years, and it's to raise money for the local hospital for whatever medical equipment they're in need of at the time, and right now, and last year as well, and then this year again, we're raising money for a CT scanner, so that if you need, you know, an MRI or a CAT scan, you don't have to drive 2 hours to the city to get one. So pumped for that. Anyway, well, I'm gonna go now and film this book talk, get this over with, and yeah, that's about it. Then we'll see what else we get up to this weekend. Today's my sister's wedding anniversary, so Kelly, if you are watching this, happy anniversary. Her and her husband Luke, who we all love Luke, they've been married for 4 years today. That's so exciting, and her wedding was so much fun. We had such a great time, and it's such a fun memory. So happy anniversary, Kelly, and here's to many more happy years for you and Luke. Yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. So here are our tickets for the event tonight. We're getting ready now to go. Just put my makeup on, getting ready to put my dress on. So cocktails at 5, dinner at 6, live and silent auctions, and then a dance. So I'm all dressed now, getting ready to head out. I've got a black dress on, red lip. I'll show you what Ed looks like now in a sec. There's Ed. He's got his suit on, his bow tie, looking very dapper. And we're gonna head out.
Yes, should be a fun night.
Right, So we are out in the car now. Ed's adding some windshield wiper fluid to the car, so I figured I'd just say hi. Tomorrow night's the Oscars, and it's funny because tonight's theme for the fundraiser is Night at the Oscars. And yesterday Ed was like, Sunday's the Oscars. I don't know why we didn't put 2 and 2 together because of the theme, but if you haven't been around my channel for very long, you might not know that Ed and I have a yearly tradition where we watch the Oscars, play a little game, and have some fun. So we will vlog that tomorrow as well. Sunday evening now. I just came to look out the window and it is snowing again. Had that zoomed in real far on the plants. And we're getting ready now to watch the Oscars and have our annual Oscar night. So this year we forgot to print off the sheets and the printer at home's out of ink. So Ed had the great idea. We downloaded the ballots and then used the highlighter function to highlight our picks. So these ones here in red are my picks, and then the ones here in yellow are Ed's. So we will see who wins. So for Ed and I, this is our 14th year doing this together. Historically speaking, Ed has won more than I have, allegedly.
I think I'm on like a 9-year winning streak or something like that.
Probably. Anyway, this is my year, so we will keep you posted on how it goes post award ceremony. All right, hi there guys. I thought I would come, check in, end this vlog, get it posted for you. It's Monday morning now. I forgot to check in last night after the Oscars, but we actually tied this year. I thought I was gonna win. I almost won, and then he pulled up and tied. Next year. At least I didn't lose, so there's that. The show was great. I was so thrilled that Parasite won Best Picture at the end. I didn't see that coming at all. Normally the Golden Globes is a good predictor of what's going to happen at the Oscars, and not this year, and I loved that. I haven't seen Parasite yet, but from what I've heard, it was one of the best films of the year, and that's not... The actual best film of the year isn't necessarily what wins Best Picture, and people seem to think the actual film that was the best and the winner lined up this year, so that's always fun. Love that. And I can't wait to see the film. It's a South Korean film, and this is actually the first time that a foreign film, I think, has won Best Picture. It's the first time something. I think that's the first time thing that happened. Anyway... what else can I tell ya? I got some coffee in my mug this morning. I've got my if my dog doesn't like you, then I won't either mug, because that's the truth. And I don't have tea in this. I have coffee because it's, like I said, early Monday morning. So, what else can I tell you? Oh, yesterday was my 1-year smoke-free milestone anniversary. I quit smoking a year ago yesterday, and my goodness, does that feel good. I've noticed so many fantastic benefits to it. I can breathe better, I can sleep better, like everything's just better. So yeah, and I feel like I'd quit a few times before, quit for a few months, got back on it, quit for a few months. But now with a year under my belt, I feel like we're done. Like, this is it forever. I mean, knock on wood, obviously, but fingers crossed, this is it. It's a hard habit to kick. If you're young and watching this, don't start smoking. Like, it's bad for you, we all know that, but what's the real tricky part is when you have to quit. It's such a pain. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Plus, it's super expensive. Like, back in the day, it wasn't. Nowadays, especially where I live, it's almost $15 for a pack. I don't think so. Anyway, you guys, cheers. I know people, when I said that I was going to be merging my tea talks kind of with my vlogs, I know people were like, you better not get rid of the tea music, so cheers to that. final thing that I wanted to mention to you guys today is, what is it? Oh yeah, a YouTuber I've been loving lately. I've mentioned her before, I know. I mentioned her around Christmas time during vlogs, but it's Rachel Maxey. She makes vintage content. She does like hair tutorials, makeup. She makes her own dresses. Like, I wish I had those talents. I'm sure I could acquire them, you know, like anything. I'm sure if I put the time into becoming a seamstress, I could eventually get there, but it's like, you know, like, where do you even begin? Anyway, she's so talented. I love watching her make things, whether that's, you know, baking or crafting or DIYs or outfits. I love just seeing her makeup. She does a lot of like, but make it vintage, so she'll do like modern clothes, but she'll make it look vintage, or she'll do characters like Disney villains, but make it vintage. And at one point she did like Daenerys from Game of Thrones, but she made it vintage. It's just, there's so much amazing content on that channel. So I will link that below if you're like me and you love vintage things. Also, if you watch any vintage YouTubers, let me know their names down below because I would love to check them out. And yeah, I'm just obsessed lately. I'm just binge watching Rachel's videos. And yeah, so let me know how your weekend was, you guys. And I will see you on Wednesday with, I think, a review of a Netflix show that went up on Friday. So we'll talk about that then. Bye, guys.